Hey guys, this is Drayman1671 doing another video. Like I promised, I'd be doing more videos. So here is my market garden setup. Pretty much all the Normandy gear is the same. So to show you the stuff that changed or would have changed with me, what I would have worn in market garden, Operation Market Garden. Rations are pretty much the same. Style changed to the late war. Your helmet would have changed. Could have had the helmet net. Might not have. Depends. Some guys had these dust goggles. I've seen a lot of pictures of guys with these. They were issued to airborne troops because when they were in the trucks, all the dust would come up. They liked them. Some guys liked them, some guys didn't. And I mean, sorry about my brother. It depended on what you wanted. Rations, you would have had the same kind of personal items. Uniform, changed to the M43 field uniform. This is my at the front repro. I've weathered this thing a lot. It's still kind of shiny. I need to take it to a tactical. I want to get an original one and original pants, but these are both repro at the front. I got these from Man the Line. I got this from a buddy. So, one of my new Airborne patches. Used to have really crappy old ones on them. But, possibly carrying a sweater. I don't know about that. It wasn't really that cold. It was like spring, I believe. Not spring. But it was, you're going into winter. Like right before winter. It's Holland. You had Normandy in the summer, June, and then later on you had Operation Market Garden, which wasn't really cold, but something you could have been issued before it got to winter. I don't know. I have that. I use it. I wouldn't say it's a Operation Market Garden or kind of thing, but I have it here. My web gear didn't really change much. Big thing you notice, no felt pads. And I have this big thing in here. This is shelter half. The guys liked them. I've seen a lot of pictures of guys in Operation or in Holland wearing their web gear with this. Sorry about my brother again. About this or with this shelter half. They used them. Keep rain off their heads while they're in foxholes. You name it. I mean, they used it for a lot of stuff. And early in the war, they were issued for like Normandy, but guys got rid of them. They didn't think they were useful. I mean, they used them in camp, or in training, but half the time when they were out in the field, they didn't use them in real actual battle because you're in a foxhole. You don't have time to set up your tent. You're moving so fast. No reason to. But Holland did see a lot of guys wear these. Just say. So that's why I keep that on there. And it kind of looks cool. It gives it a different effect than Normandy. Would have still had the compass pouch. Same web gear setup down here. Canteen. Belt filled with stuff. I probably would have dropped the first aid pouch. I don't think I would have kept that on. I should have taken that off because I usually take it off for Market Garden. But my medic in my unit told me to put it there. I'm going to put a cross right on here. So, but anyway, same weapons as in Normandy. The only different weapon that they could have carried is BAR. BARs weren't issued to the Airborne in Normandy. They're only issued to infantry. So if you ever see an Airborne guy doing a Normandy impression with a BAR, tell them that they're wrong because they weren't issued. Please, because I hate seeing that. But Thompson, Grease Gun, M1, Colt, carbine, which I'm actually thinking about getting soon. A full stock carbine, but also getting the M1A1 stock. I've seen a lot of pictures of guys jumping into Normandy with full stock carbines. Well, shouldn't say a lot. I've seen a few. But they could have got it. So if I see these pictures, it's proof. Grenades, same thing. You would have had your mess kit, which is over there. I have a Life magazine. And the only reason this is in it, I know it's late for Market Garden. It's more of like Battle of the Bulge type thing. Where is this? Here it is. It's a whole section about the Airborne. That's why I kept this one. I sold one to my buddy, and I almost sold him this one. Started looking through it, I was like, I want to keep this. A lot of really neat pictures of Airborne guys in Holland. I mean, I think they're 82nd, but it's pretty neat to see that. And Hitler's Last Resort. It's like all this stuff. Good Taste, Chesterfield. Yellow Bowl. Mexico. It's pretty neat. Just seeing that. So it's pretty cool. But I had your wools, which are over there. A lot of people say this is what the Airborne carried. This is a basic rifleman's impression. These guys carried what they wanted to carry, unless they were told. If you were issued something and you were told to keep it, depending on your commanding officer, you kept it, or you didn't. You didn't listen. There's always a reason why they didn't carry something, or why they did carry something. They only carried what they needed. And people say, the Airborne carried this, or the Airborne carried that. And it really annoys me because, the Airborne did carry certain things. We were an infantry unit that jumped out of planes. That's what we were. So there might be a few things like rigger made M43 pants and M42 uniforms. Like, that stuff, it's normal Airborne. But I mean, oh yeah, the Airborne had the mounted canteen covers because they were... No. The only reason that some guys got them, I believe, was because Fort Benning was originally, which was the jump school, was originally a cavalry training camp, and after World War I they had a large supply of those canteens left, the metal-topped canteens, 1918 dated, with the 1918 dated mounted for the cavalry covers. People say that that's Airborne. And I don't know why. Because it's not. So. But yeah, it's that's basic. Operation Market Garden, Invasion of Holland. So, yeah. You saw my last video, or I don't know if you did or not, but I did mention this. I just got this not this long ago. Kind of going off track here. I got this in 2 separate eBay buys. It is, let's just go here. For you guys who don't know helmets, there were 2 companies that made helmets during the war. There was Schloiter and McCord. McCord made the most. Schloiter made the least. Holy crap, that is hard to see. See this little S? Do a front seam helmet. Look for an S like that. If you have one of them above your lot number, that means that it's a Schloiter, excuse me. And your number with a letter. This is number 406 of Lot A. So Lot A was the first lot ever produced, and it was number 406 ever made. It's like 1942 dated, this helmet. And you can see Schloiter helmets have a different, like, body line, like the way it curves. If you look at a McCord, which is this, oh god, it's got more of a lip up front, that curve that goes down where your chin strap goes, right up here. This one kind of is a lot smoother. It's got a different look to it. It looks more like a rear seam helmet, but it's a front seam, as you can see there. And then I also got an Inland early war liner. It has the double wire sweatband, repro chin strap from at the front, but it's got the early Parkerized A washers. It is an Inland. I don't know if you can see that in there. You can't see it the way I have to put my phone. But the paint's all there. And it says some guy's name. But it still has the mold mold ticks when they would, not mold, but the marks where they would have this stamped in. When they stamp the helmets, they would have these little marks here. And that basically was meant to show that that line lined up with this. I mean, I don't know. People don't really notice that. Here, hold on a second. Just gotta fix this. But yeah, I thought it was cool. I always wanted an early war liner and a helmet, so that was my excuse to get that. Got my World War II weekend 2014 mug. There's my 2013 mug. You know, and it's, I actually really don't have that much, as it might seem. Got a Foot Locker, I mean, but I'm not bragging about it. Some people go on YouTube and brag about this stuff, and it really is a shame because there's no reason to brag about it. Just show your stuff. That's, and also educate new people on YouTube. That's why we do these videos. Some people just go on here and brag about what they have. It's a real shame. And then there's arguments and stuff like that. and I really don't like hearing them. It doesn't make any sense. I'm just here to educate anybody who doesn't know what these guys carried. To see some personal items that these guys would have carried, go to my other video, Normandy DDay Gear / Where Have I Been. That was my video I just put on a day before this one. If you want to see Normandy stuff and personal items. Finally broke out supper rations, so that wasn't in my other video. But, you know, it's... I know I keep saying this, but it's like... I don't even want to name names. It's just wrong to do that. But I've just seen a lot of videos where people are just bragging about what they have. Or yelling at somebody because they haven't seen the picture that the other person has seen. You know what I mean? It's hard to explain. Like, oh yeah, I'm using this shelter half. And then somebody would comment and say, I've never seen a picture of them wearing that. Take it off. And I've seen the picture. It's your judgment. But don't wear something if you've never seen a picture of it. Like, an example is like the grenade pouch. Like, it's about as big as a Carlisle pouch, but it's got the two dots. The two dot snaps. And it holds a grenade sight. I've never seen a World War II picture with a soldier with a grenade sight pouch. Ever. It's for the grenade launcher. But, just saying, post your videos. We'd like to see them, but don't do it to brag about what you have. Do it to educate people like you do at reenactments. That's why you go. To remember veterans and to remember what they did for your country and to show people how cool of a hobby this is and not to ruin it. I'm not trying to preach or anything, but I'm just saying, I've seen a lot of stuff lately that I didn't really like. So, but whatever. I know this video kind of drug on, but comment, rate, subscribe, and thanks, guys.